Morning, everyone. Oh, yeah, okay. Checking if the mic is working, and I think it is. How's everyone today? Look at this absolute disaster. That's fine. Starting the stream with the cleaning up as usual. One of my lights aren't on. There we go. Hopefully everyone is good this morning. I did some work the other day, so that's why this is a little bit of a mess. What's this again? I think this is a clamp meter. It is. That's the 011. Knocking everything over. We do have some videos to film today. I've planned out a couple of them, but I think we might start by some easier ones than that even. You get the coffee stirring. How's it going, MT? Here's something I don't know if you guys have ever seen. These parts here. So these guys, I once, a long time ago, planned on building a giant 3D printer, and I just took it all apart. This is, how's it going, Johnny? This is the end of an era. I simply didn't have the time or the follow through. I designed all these parts. Here, look, parts like this. Pretty complicated. These held the stepper motors. Like, look at the fit on that. And then they held the extrusions in. This was obviously iterative. Here's the idler. So that was holding the idler at the end. See, there's the bolt sunk in there. I've just decided that if I'm building a big 3D printer, it's going to be more Voron-like. I want it to be enclosed. Here was this part rode on the rails and held two idlers. So yeah, it was a big Core XY design. It was huge. I have all the parts still, but it isn't my priority anymore. Like, I think the Voron team has done way better work than I could ever. And so I still have the parts, so I'm probably going to build it still, but it's going to be Voron parts. No audio. I hope there's audio. I think, well, Johnny's saying that he has audio, so. So yeah, I was a bit sad to take this apart, but you know, the parts are going back into the pile. And so it's not over. It's just, it's going to be designed properly by other people. Excuse me. Still have this nagging cough. It's been months at this point. I hope not. So the audio looks good on my end. Let me see if I can unmute the stream. Yeah, I've got audio on my stream. And I'm not a YouTube Premium subscriber. All right, so these parts are going back into the mix. I have another one of these somewhere. Oh, there. So 2 stepper motors. You can see they were the cheapest stepper motors I could find at the time. Let's see. Some bolts. BL Touch. So yeah, it was supposed to have all the features. Didn't end up happening. I probably could have finished it, you know, but I would have ended up with a subpar printer that takes up a lot of space. There's freaking dust all over this thing. Had to get rid of all the spiders. This is a this is the gantry. So I made a design decision to have dual linear rails, top and bottom. So bolt top and bottom here. And then I had the holder with the stepper and the hot end mounted to this, and then the BL Touch was mounted onto here. So this would ride like this. No more. And then this is obviously Snowspeeder parts. So this one suffered a layer shift. This one suffered a layer shift. These were printed on the Voron V0. They just barely fit on the Voron V0. But it's time to put together the Snowspeeder before the snow goes away. So I've got 3 good control arms here. And I've got this one for testing. It is incredibly solid. So this PLA Plus stuff is really strong. This has 4 top layers, 4 bottom layers, and 4 perimeters. So it's very strong. Like even these small parts, you can see that this has a lot of flex, but individually it doesn't really. So that's pretty good. The upper on my design doesn't have any load on it. It's just a follower. But like these incredibly strong PLA. This is kind of nuts. So the design, if you look, those overhangs, they're pretty nuts. Because I'm in the sticks at my folks. Oh. In the sticks. Hopefully it's not too cold for you out in the sticks, MT. So yeah, the overhang is pretty severe. And so what I did is I took a PC cooling fan and it blows across the bed, and I got this, which is better. See, it handled those overhangs pretty good. However, it still wasn't enough, so I reoriented the print so that this points out of the machine with that fan, and now it looks great. The overhangs are nearly perfect. So the V0 is a little low on cooling. There are new tool heads that fix that, but I mean, I haven't made a video on the original machine yet. So yeah, these guys are all for the Snowspeeder. Just need to redesign the skis, which I'll probably do today, off stream, because I can print for very long times. It's a Sunday, so the electricity is a little bit cheaper. And then I have to redesign the nose section, and then we're just assembling it, essentially. The skis are going to print sideways. I don't even know if I have a ski kicking around here. Oh, I have a box of parts. Let me see. Yeah, so these are some of the ski designs. So this edge here is too harsh. So it would plow. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to adopt like I'm going to look at the curve on an actual ski, and I'll print it this way, laying on the bed this way, and the mount here will be bolted into this. So then I'll be able to just print it like that, and we'll be good. Here's the original ski design, also full of dust. So look at the glass smooth surface here. That's because it was printed on the Tronxy X5A, which is going to turn into a different printer at some point too. There's like the front section with the servo mount. This was the direct mount servo. This was not a good design. Then we had the one with the steering arm here. Oh yeah, this is 2 parts glued together. Man, I've done a lot of 3D design. Here's the original attempt. Here's my really cheap printer printing these arms out. And I didn't make them that strong. Here's a 1-piece steering shaft. Tried to print it like this. This is a better attempt. Which direction is this printed? This way. It's printed straight up, and I guess this has support? Or is this 2 pieces? I don't know. I need to go through all of this and throw everything away, essentially, once the project is done. We have a weird thing going on right now. There's almost 90F. Wait, what? 90? I want it to be 90F. Let's see. 90 F2C. Yeah, 32 degrees. That is hot. It is here. It's not too cold. We got a little bit of snow last night though. My wife and I are both ready for summer to come, but both for very different reasons. I can't wait for summer because of this, fishing time. My wife can't wait for summer because she's frozen all the time. I tell her to let it go, but it doesn't work. The cold never bothered her anyway. So, yeah, we're both pretty excited for that. Last year, like last summer, I had this plan. I was going to buy a good quality outboard, but I ended up not because I couldn't afford it because my Volvo exploded. Now this year, I was planning on buying a nice outboard, but I can't because my Volvo destroyed my back, the new one. So, well, my back was already mostly destroyed. It just gave the coup de grace. So, that means that if everything goes financially well, then I should be able to get one next year. Not this upcoming year, the year after. Outboards are one of those things that if you treat it right, it'll last forever. Just minor repairs. But the initial purchase is very expensive. And when you buy used, you don't know if they treated it well. So a new outboard is like $3,500. And with the tariff threats, it's probably going to be a little bit more. Yay! So that is my conundrum. All right, we're almost done cleaning here. I figure we're going to start with the little Unity tools. So I've been writing. So I wrote 2 scripts yesterday. Well, 1 script and most of another. The one I wrote completely is not a video I can film with you guys watching, because it's mostly a voiceover and clips video. So that is the 3 things that you have to know when you switch from a Arduino to a ESP32. Not ESP32. Pi Pico, like Pi RP2040. So the things that I got in my book were the boot button. They don't tell you that. So the boot button and no COM port. So every time you plug and unplug, you look for the COM port, but it has no COM port. So on first plug-in, you can just use it. But once it's programmed, when you plug it in again, you need to press the boot button or else it won't program. So that's one thing. The other thing was you need to install the board library. So warm, we caught a few largemouth bass, perch, and huge catfish pond fishing yesterday. Oh, that is amazing. That's incredible. Good for you, man. What area of the States are you in again? I know I ask you every time. The other cool thing is the input pull-up and input pull-down. You have both, the pull-up and the pull-down, so you get more flexibility. You don't need to set your pin mode. Also, the 12-bit analog read only gives you a 10-bit result in Arduino. So those are things that I think are very beginner-centered. So I think I think these are great. That's a great video. The other thing is the Unity UTG 1042X, which I need to put here. We might do that after the quick videos, simply because I have to set up some things. Like I have to go get a IEC cable, because like there's no way I'm running another IEC cable. Yeah, all my cables are like hanging out here. So yeah, I'll have to do a couple things, but we could do that one essentially. But then I need a tripod and I have to move my camera down this way and whatever. Oh shit, it's got the hunting focus. Let me set the properties, configure video, focus, not auto. Let me know if that's not in focus. There we go. So now I can't do close-ups, but that's fine. So yeah, we might do these videos, these two fellers here. These will be short videos. They'll probably be like 6 minutes a piece, something like that. So between the unboxing, putting batteries in, playing with the features a little bit, and then testing various things, how noisy they are, stuff like that. So at least we'll get some progress done. I'll probably top up my coffee before we go. What else do we have here? I'm like starting to drown in half-used filament rolls too. Oh, we can do this too. We can take a look at this thing. Texas. Yeah, Texas is a fantastic fishing area. Texas and Florida. I wish that the political things weren't political things right now, because I would love to fish, especially Florida. Catch snakeheads. Apparently you can eat them. They're invasive, so it's a good thing to eat them. Got my Carbon X reel. Stuff is starting to take a lot of space. Let me bring this to my fishing depot. All right, it is now put away. There we go. Probably gonna make some streams pretty soon too, fixing my outboard motor for the summer. I have to fix the carburetor in one motor. I have to put the pull start back on another motor. A couple of jobs to do. I don't know. Here's a good question for you guys. Here, I'm gonna put a poll and we'll let it run. So I want to know, if we fix an outboard motor, do we do it on this live stream channel or my secondary channel? Fixing outboard motors. This channel or SC Con Dairy channel? This channel SC Con Dairy. Then fixes cars channel. I forgot about that one. Start poll. We're probably gonna leave this poll for the whole thingy, whole stream. No, I have not done anything with my solar panels yet. So the plan, I do have a plan for one of them. Oh shit, I said I was gonna have the Google form done by today. I don't have it. All right, so I do have a plan for my panels. I need a Sharpie for this, but I don't want to go through all the pages. So the plan, so like I said, I've got big plans for fishing this year, and my boat will be part of that, and there'll be some electronics stuff with it. So I'm gonna build a, this is a horrible design. You can't put the marker cap on the back of the marker. So let's say you got the boat here. Gonna use my artist skills here. Okay, boat's here. So the plan is I'm gonna have a trolling motor mount on the front, wooden mount, probably gonna be an SC Con Dairy video. Then I have the trolling motor, and that will be first remote controlled and then GPS controlled using the GPS controls I bought. Then in here will be a battery, depending on how the year goes, let's see, I got 3 bench seats in my, depending on how the year goes, this could be a lithium battery. And so that could be another video. But then the cool part is in the back here. I'm going to build a bracket. Like so, and then probably a stringer like that. And this will be a solar panel. So I think with a 100 watt solar panel back there, it might be a bit heavy. I'm going to go buy aluminum tube and make things as light as possible. But I think with a solar panel back there, and then you can have, you know, your outboard here, and then your trolling motor there. It's a small boat, it's only 14 feet. But I think this is doable, and then it'll keep my battery charged. The only thing is I'll have to be able to quickly remove this, because if I trailer it, this will fly off definitely. So it has to be removable, and then you can put it in the bottom here. But yeah, no, the solar panels are still in the box. You want to know that the dumb part is that I've never even, like, I've cracked open the box. It's huge, right? It's like 3.5 feet tall by 2 feet wide. I've cracked open the box. I can see the aluminum of the panels, but I've never removed them, so they could be cracked. I don't even know. So yeah, the problem, the reason why I didn't do anything with that yet, other car-related channels mix in boat content and do well because they're typically enjoyed by car people as well. Mixing electronic with boat equipment may have less. Yeah, but the boat content I would be doing, like this stuff, it would be the electronics portion of, like, the trolling motor, like making NRF24L01 control to control the steering on this with 3D printed parts. So that's very electronics related. And then the solar panel project, you know, that's very electronics related too. But I do get you. It's going to be mixing a little. There's no choice. But it looks like so far the votes are 50-50 to put my fixing outboard, because my outboard is just going to be a live stream. So this is the live streaming channel. It's not super, like, this channel is not very electronics, right? It's just called SE Made a Stream. It's just a stream. So that's the only thing, is I don't know if I'm going to stream here or on the Dan Fixes Cars channel or the secondary channel. Secondary channel is my dumping ground. If you go to the secondary channel, usually if Franco is here, he has the links for you. But there is a video of my old boat where I'm in my boat with the trolling motor, and I check the current draw of the trolling motor, which is really good info, because that gives me an idea of how strong the motor controller is. Right, so that's another thing I need to do. Where is that box? Motors, this one. That's another thing to keep in mind. The plan is to drive the trolling motor with this guy. So the plan is that the trolling motor is going to be, definitely do it here maybe, then chop it for interesting bits on your, yeah, for sure. So that's what the poll's about. So the trolling motor is probably going to be run by this, because I don't know of any other higher current motor driver at a reasonable price. And so this says can handle 43 amps. And my trolling motor pulls like 35 amps at full draw. So we're going to have to we're gonna just have to make sure it doesn't blow up. But, you know, it can replace this heatsink with a water block. And you can put another water block on the top to cool these directly. So all sorts of things we can do. There's no limits here. I can also see if I can parallel them. Here's another motor driver, but this one I think is only good for a couple of amps. This one. You can use solid-state relays, but the issue with solid-state relays is if you want to do an H-bridge, you need 4 of them. That's all. That's starting to get expensive. Because you can, I believe you can PWM solid-state relays. And you can't really do that with relays. So yeah, I'm mixing a little bit. Yeah, so that's the Dan Fixes Cars channel, right? Yep. Nothing on there yet. Oh my God, I need to work more. Whereas Franco, that was hard to do on phone. Yeah, I should. I should make a website link with all my things. But you go to danfixescars.com. Do I own that domain? So the problem is, I'm going to be sending my students to the Dan Fixes Cars channel, so I need to separate the Dan Fixes Cars channel from this channel, essentially. Put links in convenient places. So that's website, YouTube channel, stuff like that. So yeah, I have to go and make sure that I sanitize the Dan Fixes Cars. I think it's .com. Hang on, let's see. Let's open this. Let's go screen. danfixescars.com. It is .com. Oh, I didn't put an image for the how to use a multimeter. So, okay, here. Yeah. Do I have my video posted here? So I copy pasted this article onto this website because I wanted to share it with my students, but I think I'm just going to redo this article. Do I have? One of my students found the link to my YouTube channel via this. He said it was in the article, but I don't see it here. But yeah, I've written some articles. 2022. That's my old Volvo with the broken-ass transmission. Thanks, MT. Top left. Left. So that's YouTube. That's the Dan Fixes Cars YouTube. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I stripped the link to the video. Maybe I linked it on my other channel, because if you go to simpleelectronics.ca, couldn't afford the .com articles. So here's the Did I not link the video here? Interesting. I put links to, I have affiliate links in here. Hey Adam. Top left YouTube symbol. So that's the Dan Fixes Cars YouTube channel. About. Contact. Oh, the contact page takes a long time to load. This one? No, that's Dan Fixes Cars again. I don't know. I need to work on this YouTube, this website, that's for sure. This is ugly. I should really put a thing there, but I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna redo the entire video for the Dan Fixes Cars channel because I want to be more automotive oriented. God, I put a lot of work into this. How's that video doing? Multimeter. Hey, get out of here, Home Depot. Damn it, I'm not even showing up on the search anymore. No wonder the views have petered off a little bit. Dang. There we go. But 162,000 views. Still did pretty well. Oh my God, I did a little hand. God, I put a lot of work into this. It's not even in 4K. Nope, 1080-60. 24 hours, 1.6 terabytes. You got some slow storage, hombre. Well, anyways, yeah, this is the Dan Fixes Cars YouTube channel, YouTube channel has to get some work done too. All right, we're almost up to the second coffee, so then we can start recording. So, oh yeah, one more thing. I do have to design that trolling motor mount thing. Let me see if something already exists on printables. Streaming one. NAS. USB drive to a NAS drive. Oh yeah, well your USB drive is slow as hell. Wait, you have a... Okay, you have like an external hard drive, not a flash drive, right? Rudder. Propeller. Skeg. I was hoping someone had a servo. I'm gonna have to design the whole damn thing. That is going to be long. Thing. I-verse. Always have to think about how to spell it. Yeah, that's gonna be brutal. Oh well. I've signed up for it. Oh, wait. What did I just see? Oh, this is what I need. Yes. I don't need to start from scratch. 2023, relatively recent. Oh, yes, this is exactly the type of thing I need. Oh, he's using a brushed ESC. Oh, that is smart. Damn, dude. 4 gig HDD USB port to a mirrored 8 gig NAS. I was supposed to build a NAS this year, but we'll see. Everything is up in the air because of the tariff threats. Brushed ESC. I need like a 80 amp. What's this? 320 amps, so you know they're lying. There's no way. 120 amps, that seems, but this is brushless. I need a brushed 2-wire. So that's a problem. They don't make really big brushed speed controllers. Oh, this one, 480 amps. So, who wants to bet? Who wants to bet that this thing is gonna blow up with a couple amps? Excuse me. There's no way that's more than like 30 amps maybe. Well, I'm gonna have to buy a couple of these to test them out. They don't really seem like they're that sturdy. I mean, there's got to be some ESC for like competition. Oh, this looks like legit. 50 bucks. I think this is legit. So we're looking at 60 some bucks. Blue DC driver for getting surge startup current. Oh geez, sorry. Never thought to direct connect. Is the VESC too small? VESC is expensive, but I think it might be just brushless. How's your DC motor running? Have you checked it's not surging on startup? Well, it's a trolling motor, so it's probably going to surge on startup, being honest here. I'm going to need an XT90. Yeah, there you go, XT90 plug. Okay, so the point is, they do exist. It does say waterproof. I'm going to definitely hook up a fan to this. Okay, so the point is, they do exist. I'm going to have to test this at full draw for a little while and see if it works well. Because the thing about a boat is you don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere. So you want it to run, what's this? Another 80 amp. So if it can actually handle 80 amp, it should be good, because I think it's like 30 something amps. God, can I just make my videos harder to find? SE Con Dairy. Oh yeah, I have my burner account signed in. Here we go. So speed 2, 3, 5. Look at how beautiful this is. My God, I love early season. Okay, so like 30 amps. It's like 30 amps. There's my hairy leg. Something's about to fall over in my avalanche back there. But like it averages about 15 amps, right? Yeah, it's like 30 amps. So probably best to use an actual speed controller. That makes a lot of sense. And then I have my steering servo, which will be absolutely massive. All right. Let's see where we're at on my coffee. And then we can do the Be Right Back coffee. Oh, did I bring I brought my coffee over there. So clearly, you know, about an 80 amp ESC should be okay. All right, so we're going to be right back for coffee. You guys are going to come with me. But yeah, essentially a trolling motor is just a brushed motor. The complicated part of the control will be the physical design. Everything else is just servo. You can use off-the-shelf RC gear. All right, let that heat. Here we go. All right. Yeah, good. All right. Next thing. So for these guys, I need AAAs, so I'm going to get that out right away. Cool. I got, this is my bag of good AAAs. Should I use I'll use different brands because that's what I got, just to get people to freak out. Unless I have more in there. These batteries are going to be interesting. These were at the Dollarama. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. So these are low self-discharge cells, but they expired 08/2018. I don't know what year I bought these in. But I'm curious to see if they'll still have a charge, if they'll still be able to charge up, and we'll be able to test them. Let's see. Do I have AAAs in here somewhere? No, it's all AA's. Nope, All double A's. All right. So we got my AAA cells. That's good. So that we're ready for this. This is my bench knife, or my desk knife. This is good. We don't need to do this anymore. Man, I've used a bunch of this already. Tend to use these notebooks. They help me organize my thoughts a little bit, but then yesterday I started writing the script on it and I was like, I'm gonna have to edit the script, so I did it on Google Sheets instead. This can go in here. Also, by the way, a little while ago, I bought this bad boy. This is a deburring tool. So I used to have one made out of plastic. This one is all metal. And honestly, no regrets. A little bit higher quality tool sometimes makes life a lot easier. So I used it to deburr all the edges on my 3D prints, like here. Make these bevels. It works so well. It's incredible. So sometimes you just buy the little bit higher quality one and everything goes a lot better. Two sweeteners, because you are what you eat. And also, if I used sugar in my coffee, I would be 400 pounds. With the amount of coffee I drink. All right, coming down. I really need to get a kettle, an electric kettle. It does take longer, but let's be honest, every morning I have at least 2 coffees, so you might as well boil it all once. Hey, Franco, welcome. All right, so let's get a battery in here. That would be an idea. Also, let's plug in my battery charger and let's put the other 2 batteries on charge just in case. That one seems full. That one needs a charge. All right. Whoa. Sorry, I hit my mic there. Oh yeah, another thing. Oh yeah, I haven't recorded videos in a long time. I need to put my mic on. So yeah, I don't record something without audio. Fancy SD card with the UHS 2 pins. Yeah, no problem, Franco. We'll be here. We'll be over here. Turn that on. Full battery, so it says. It's good. All right. Mic check 1, 2. So far, I'm liking these newer microphones. That seems like a SCCon dairy type of thing. So it looks like for the moment on my pole, that sounds dirty when I say it like that, for my pole. Looks like, yeah, my secondary channel is winning, which I think makes sense. It's just there'll be fewer people. But I could stream it on Twitch as well. Okay, how do I hook this in without bothering my other mic? Like this. Hello? Hello? Uh-oh. Why does it show low battery? Oh no, did the box run out of battery? Hang on. Oh no. I think this thing ran low on battery. Dang nammit. Oh my god, I gotta charge. Okay. I think it'll charge quickly. We're gonna stall for a couple minutes here. I thought that the well, that's dumb. You voted. Good. So I guess I should have been more specific. The SCCon dairy poll, or the poll is for fixing outboards on a live stream. It would be a live stream. So that changes it a little bit, but not that much. Okay, so what has happened is that the mics seem to have been continuously discharging the charging case. So you need to plug it in every once in a while, which is a little bit frustrating. So we're going to give it like 5 minutes, essentially. Let's check what we need in terms of preparation to do this video. Damn it, this stupid cough. Okay. So do we need... Oh no, there's a lithium battery in here. Well, I guess we should charge this then. Charges USB-C. You know how I had a project a little while ago to give me like 1,000 USB plugs? Yeah. I need to get that back on. So that's being used. All that's being used. I hate my workspace. I have all these projects to improve my workspace, and it's not enough. It's never enough. Need more USB plugs. Okay, hold on. Is this thing loud? No. Is this thing even plugged in? Did I not even plug in my function gen? Oh. The Unity function gen that I didn't want to do a video on because I didn't want to like rerun a cable for it. This guy. It wasn't even plugged in. What a nub. Okay, is this loud? Turn on my big power supply. No, I don't think so. I need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. You guys, I can't believe I've done this. So that means there's a power cord somewhere, and I was looking for a power cord. Okay, let's plug this off to the side. I wasn't expecting that to make a song. Not set, fail safe. Need to set, no. Okay, are you gonna be quiet now? Can you turn this off? On, off. Nope. When it's plugged in, it is on. Okay. I'm gonna move that over there. Just leave that charging. All right. So that's charging. I'm gonna just check the, so I don't need to charge the big battery in my mics. I just need my charging box to charge the mics, and then we're good to go. Sorry about this. That is one reason I don't like wireless things, because it always, they're never charged when you need them. Typically, I'm on top of these kinds of things because basically I'm a nervous wreck. So for whatever reason, this time I'm not prepared. Let's move this mat. Bing. Bought some 3mm copper tape, opened the pack, and it unwound. Isn't it? So it's not sticky then, it's just like copper strip? Let me just check the progress on our batteries. It's getting there. Battery in the base of the remote plugged in. Good question. It is indeed. Yep. It's plugged in. Whether or not it's getting charged, that's another question. Whoops. Well, that fell out. Yeah, it's plugged in. But technically I can use 4 AA's. Sticky back, but you have to peel off the backing. Okay, I understand. Went back to an old pair of wired earbuds after your Bluetooth ones fell apart. Can't say how much I love just taking them out and they always work. Yeah. Needs a dongle for 3.5 mil. Oh my god. I hate the dongle life. I hate it. I agree with you. So I have these guys. I bought, oh, I'm showing my DSLR, you guys can't see it. The KZ AZ09 Pros. This was it's basically a, what the? Yeah, so if you're gonna beep like this, you can't, so it's telling me I left it on, but it's off. So I can't do that. Okay, good to know. Yeah, so they're modular headphone things. you plug in, do I have the box? Oh yeah, up there. So you plug in any KZ headphones you want. So I have the KZ AZ09 Pros, and they're plugged into the ZSN Pros, and all this looks very fancy and Apple-like, but I believe this was like 30 bucks and these were like 20 bucks. And the thing is, if I blow the drivers on these, you just buy new ones and you plug them back into here. So like in here, there's all this stuff that I've never used. Like look, there's the other ear tips. And then here are, this is the cord version. So it's all modular. It's actually incredible, this system. And they sound amazing. So I still have all the box and everything because I need to make a video on it, because this is the way we should reward manufacturers. We should buy stuff from manufacturers who make things modular. You just, you know, you have the wireless and you have the wired, and if one of the two breaks, you can just replace one of the components, and they're cheap. Look these up on AliExpress. They're very cheap. The only problem is that there's two styles of wireless, like two styles of connections, and so you have to get the one that matches the one. But I think it's the angle at which they come out, so I think it still physically works or something. I don't know. The point is, this is awesome, because when the batteries inevitably die inside, like if the battery dies in the base, I'm just going to replace the battery. I'm going to crack this bad boy open and replace the battery. If the batteries die in the ear pieces, that's a little above my pay grade. So I'm probably going to replace the whole thing. But again, you replace this, you keep your headphones. So if you like the sound of these, you keep them. Or the other thing is, if you're listening to if you're an audiophile, you can buy these things that match the sound profile of the music you want to listen to. If you have two different profiles, like if you have two different kinds of music, you can swap them. Can't use earbuds either. I had plastic surgery. Oh, well, that's sad to hear. So yeah, they don't really make the over-the-ear style like that, but the over-the-ear are much easier to repair anyways. So yeah, so this is why I have these. I've had these for a couple of years now. I gotta check. But this stuff, you'll be surprised, Dan, that these guys, you'll often see these KZ, maybe not the pros, but you'll see some KZs in musicians' ears at concerts. They often use these for concerts. So yeah, love this kind of stuff. Modular is the way to go. 100%. Oh, you can't use earbuds because of an operation. Damn. That sucks, guys. Do you keep the receipt for your body? Need to bring it back. Okay, so I think we're probably getting close here. We'll probably have enough juice to make a video. It's like half. Dang it. Why? Why? Why again did I buy wireless stuff? Why? Why did I do this? You know what I might do? These are not that expensive. I might get a second set. I might just do that. Let me see. Screen. Oh, well, they're not cheap. They're not super expensive, but they're not cheap either. $135. What about on? Oh, Canada. Mike. Is this so 160? That's 140. It's like $5 cheaper on AliExpress. I'd much rather get it from Amazon. So 160. Although that's kind of dumb to buy extra stuff just because I forgot to plug it in. We're literally going to give it 5 more minutes and then I'm just recording. We're going to go. Either way. We'll just have to, like, between takes when we set things up. Pro? Is there an... Huh? Hold on a sec. Is the other one Pro? What's the difference between Pro and not Pro? Oh wait, is it cheaper? Oh my god, it's much cheaper. $40 coupons, that's $105. But this is the Pro. Did I buy the Pro? What did I buy? Are the secondary channel and the car channel streaming channels? No. The secondary channel is whatever. It has no... There's no anything. It's just a whatever channel. Why is that one flashing red? Oh, this one's charging. Okay. This one is not. We're gonna go. No. The secondary channel is just where I put my secondary stuff. But that means it's not, like, there's, you know, you never ever expect videos there. It just happens if it happens. And it doesn't if it doesn't. The Dan Fixes Cars will be a place to learn automotive stuff eventually when I get my life together. So never. But no, eventually it will be. You'd be streaming the motor. Yes. The motor will be, when I fix my outboard, I will be streaming it. So the question here is, where should I stream it to? That's what the question is asking. What channel should I, like the, so the secondary channel is not a dedicated streaming channel, but I can stream on it. So it'll definitely be live. All right, let's start with this one. Oops, had it on already. But yeah, I will definitely be live streaming the motor fixing, because I want to hang out with my friends, you know? You guys are my friends, I think, at least. Parasocially, at least. All right, so let's get it started before my thing dies. if you go on AliExpress and you look for a sound meter, you'll find all sorts of stuff, all the way from like really expensive to really cheap, you know, with no brand on it at all. But when I want to buy a tool that I can be reasonably sure it'll work, is I buy, let me try that again. When I want to buy a tool and I want to be sure that it's going to work, but I don't want to break the bank, I usually go for Unity. So that's what I have in front of me here, the UT353 mini sound meter. So as you can see, the shipping from AliExpress was not very kind to this thing, but let's see if it survived the journey. So has bubble wrap. Oh, interesting. So the mic fluff thing is a little bit unfluffed, but I think it'll be okay. I guess there's the mic at the end, so at least we know now that this is a sort of directional. You point it in the direction. It's not like Omni. That's good. Looks pretty good. Oh, it has a captive battery catch, which is nice. So it takes AAAs, 3 of them. It's got an instruction meter, or instruction manual, I should say. Oh. Instruction pamphlet. Oh, all in Chinese. Fantastic. So you're going to have to use the Translate app for that. So I don't know how good that's going to be. So let's put some cells in it. So I got these here. Stuff this guy in here. So a sound meter is useful when you're modifying your gear to make it quieter, or if you're just checking environmental status of the place you're at. Does it have a little, it has a little trim pot here. That's interesting that when you open the battery tray a little bit, the trim pot is available there, and then you can flip it up, and now you can't get it anymore. So that's a really cool design. All right, let's turn it on. My work area here, where I film my videos, is very loud, so I'm going to be quiet for a second, and we're going to check the noise levels. Like 46 dBA. I'm going to point it behind me where I think most of the noise is coming from, and I'll step out of the way. About the same, 45, 46 dBs. So quite loud, and I record my podcast in this room. So let's see what we have. We have a fast and slow. So that must be the sampling rate. Oh, I see. This one is sort of averaging a couple of the readings. We have a hold. What's BL? Press and hold? Nope. I don't know what BL means. Then we have your min-max. So the max, let's see if we can. Oh, there, just dropping it. That's good. And then the min, that'll tell you your minimum. But I don't know on what scale it is. Like if I wait, will the min drop, or just when you pressed it? So let's see. Yeah, so there you go. That's the minimum, and I don't think it'll get any lower. And then you got power off. So that's about it. It's a very simple device, but it wasn't very expensive. I'll put links in the description. Let's go see if we can find the noise of certain devices, shall we? All right. All right, Adam. Yeah, didn't miss too much. Okay, so let's put the mics off to charge while this happens. I hate that you have to undo this. So that and that. So these should be charging now. Still 2 bars of battery in here. Okay, so let's get stuff that makes noise. How about a big honkin' motor? This bad boy. So this is a 12 to 48 volt motor. This thing's freaking huge. So the only thing is, how do I hold it? Could tape it to the bench, I guess. That is a good question. How do I hold this? I just don't think of these things. Maybe I'll put it on this pouch. Yeah, let's do that. Big honkin' motor. All right. Now, I need to like zip tie it. So I should have somewhere in here a cable management box right there. Oh. Yeah, so I have a vise. It's out in the garage, and I'm not going out there in my pajamas. We're just gonna have to do our best. I guess my best wasn't good enough. This should be enough, right? Like so. And then like so. Just gonna strap her on here. We're gonna test it before the camera goes on, obviously. Then we're gonna look like experts. Speaking of experts, I've been rewatching Mythbusters with my wife. It's been pretty fun. All right. That doesn't seem as sturdy as I was expecting. All right, let's take this off. Love motors because they're not polarized. Right, like that. There'll be no load here. There we go, that makes noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it. That's at 12 volts. Is it gyroscopic? Not really. VSET 24. I think that'll be a cool demo. Series 9 was a disappointment. What happened in Series 9? I don't know if I'm that far in. What's the disappointment from? Maybe I need to get all of this on camera. So the motor, so this will be pointed this way. The motor can also be pointed this way. Oh, this way. And then, can I get this on camera? I can. Just have to like turn it from this side. They changed the format of the show in Series 9. Is that when they fired the other 3 Mythbusters? Cary Grant and Tori? I thought that was way later, like season like 15 or 19 or something. Okay, so before we record, we need to get our mics back on. For sure. Was that season 9? Or do British people have different series numbers than we have season numbers? Because I've noticed with Top Gear, sometimes the nomenclature is different between America and the UK, even though it's the same show. That I'm talking about the UK show specifically. Okay. I've rigged one of these big 997 motors. These things are bigger than they look. I tried to rig it to something sort of sturdy so it wouldn't fly off my bench, but I didn't do a very good job. And I'll be regulating the voltage over with this hand, and we'll be checking the sound levels. So here we go. Most of this is going to be silent, so I'm going to get the bass line. So how about that? That's pretty cool. So you can check the relative noise levels of different RPMs on this motor. Now there's no load on this thing, so it's not making any noise for that. But it does have a little fan inside, and it does have the commutation noise, and it doesn't have bearings. It has bushings, so you can hear the shaft rubbing on that. So that was pretty cool. Let's find something else. There we go. I think that was successful. Yeah, but I understand that series equals season, but it doesn't feel that way because I don't think that shift happened on season 9. I mean, it could have, but I thought it was like way later. I have to look it up. And I do know that when you go on the Wikipedia for Top Gear, when you're looking for like specific episodes, sometimes they say series whatever, episode whatever, and you go to there and it's not, oh shit, I need to plug in my mics to charge. And you go there and it's not what you expected. And you have to look at a different site that has seasons instead of series, and then it's something different altogether. Charge my precious. Are they charging? They should be charging. Anyways. But I could just be like, maybe the websites I was using were just wrong. There is that too. So I feel like there's sometimes differences. Big honkin' motor. All right, so the big honker is out. What else do I have that makes noise? That's not a motor. What else makes noise? Any ideas? Noise, huh? Like, I'm not firing up a 3D printer for this because I'm not moving the camera to include a 3D printer, because that would be a thing. You know what I can do? I can do the... Yeah, I have a hot air soldering station, and I'll just use that as an example. So that's good. So it's already... I don't know if you can hear that. Mythbusters channel comes up with a 404. 404 episodes not found. Interesting. All right, let's do that. Oh, a drill. I do have a drill. I do have a drill. It's upstairs. You guys are coming with me. It is over here. Ugh. Should find a socket too. And this thing is heavier than I remembered. Ah, this bad boy. That's actually quite loud. It's all filthy because I changed my tires with it. Actually, I changed the neighbor's tires with it. I'm always doing work for the neighbors. They always, like, it's not their fault, so I would never tell them. But they always ask for things at the most inopportune moments. Like, when I'm starting to get really busy. Then they're like, oh, we need help with X and Y and Z. And they have no idea that I'm really busy. But it doesn't change the fact that it's really inopportune. I won't swing this quite yet. All right, so that's good. How many lights? We're still charging. Seem like we're gaining battery. Oh, sorry, I knocked you guys. We are gaining battery. Oh, and I ordered a new flexible arm for my second camera that shows you my equipment. I want it to be more flexible. I want to be able to show off my equipment more. So I have ordered actually a couple of arms because I really want to be able to say, hey, look, this is the numbers. All right, so that should be on. Hello, hello. Yeah, it is. It's working. All right. Let's zoom out a little bit. Give me a little bit more room to play. This thing is also great for figuring out how loud your work environment is. It's usually much louder than you think. Let me prove it to you. So this is just an Amazon battery impact. People like me, like mechanics, we use these kinds of things, not the Amazon one, this is my home one, all the time. And let me show you how loud it can get. That's 97 dB to the dome. It gets worse. That's 105 dB. So if you have to do this kind of stuff, this is impact, you take on and off wheels with it. So you'll hear this snapping noise of the impact driver inside here, at least that much per lug nut. And then you have to do, all four wheels, which have, up to 6, sometimes 8 lug nuts, depending on what you're working on. You'll do that on the way off and on the way on. So it starts adding up a lot. If you don't wear hearing protection in your workshop, this will get you. Was that too loud for you guys at home? I hope not. 105.9 dBA is a lot. That's loud. Very loud. Let's see what the relative noise is, because I'm going to put it in the video anyways. Sound level comparison. Images. That was fine with the volume? Good. Screen. All right, so refrigerator hum, that's my recording here. City traffic, 80-85. Lawnmowers and leaf blowers. Motorcycles, 95. A train, car horn at 16 feet, and sporting events, 100. Did we get 105? Yeah, hearing loss possible after 5 minutes. Crazy, huh? We're in that range like all the time. All right, what else can we do as a demo? Not going to hammer. That's just a little bit too disruptive on my workbench here. I think I'm still going to do the hot air reflow station, simply because that is a good demo on like machines, right? Like your regular machines, they have noise that they make, and it's like a cooling fan. Oh, we're still okay. I didn't put my mics to charge, so we're still good. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it again. The other thing that may be more relevant to you folks listening at home is maybe you have a 3D printer or a piece of test gear that has a loud fan in it. Well, I'm not going to bring a piece of test gear down here, but it's pretty good to be able to check how loud your fans are and if you want to, upgrade or not. So let me bring a substitute. A lot of us have this guy. So this hot air gun it represents a blower that you might have in a 3D printer or something like that. And as you can see, they are quite loud. So when you're chasing to make your room a little bit quieter, it's good to have a before measurement so that you can do your after measurement. Just make sure that when you take a measurement, the distance stays constant. That's the fan on the scope. That's the reason I bought this. So I'm not giving it away yet. So that'll be in the video. I will essentially, I think it's the multimeter is super loud, the Unity one. So I think essentially the plan is I'm gonna open it up, figure out what fan goes in there, order a Noctua equivalent, and then we'll do a before and after sound comparison. And so that's it. This thing is a nifty little tool, not very expensive, really good to have in your tool belt. You'll be able to tell, how loud your workplaces are, how loud your machines are, how loud your recording area is if you do YouTube like me. And I think it's worth paying the couple extra dollars over a no-name brand to get a brand that you at least can trust. Links in the description. There we go. That's all we need to do. Let's turn this off. That. Take the batteries out. Now I don't need the box anymore. So I can go in my recycling. Let me throw the mics on to a charge while we do this, though. Freaking annoying. Have to charge them. But today is the first day that I actually had issues with that. There we go. Charge that up, big boy. I think it's mostly the receiver that needs the charge, but either way, it's kind of frustrating. So yeah, this guy goes in my Unity pile, essentially. I'm going to have pretty much all the test tools I could possibly need. I might make a case, like that impact gun that I just brought out. It came in a case, a big blow molded case. Sorry about all the dust. But this kind of thing looks perfect to make 3D printed sort of holders and put a whole bunch of test gear like this in it so I could put it up on the shelf all in one spot. It's funny because the tool was like very inexpensive, but the fact that it came with a big case, like if I wanted to buy here, oh boy, it's full of dust. If I wanted to buy a big blow molded case like this, if I wanted to buy this guy, it'd probably cost me as much as the drill cost me. So yeah, it's pretty big. So this kind of thing, like all my little tools like that, Like even if I stack them like this, right, with a 3D printed holder glued to the bottom or riveted to the bottom, I could put a whole bunch of tools in here. That'd be pretty good. And I don't care, like this is not waterproof or anything, but it would just be to put on my shelf like that. I wish like companies would just sell me that. I just want this. It's not high quality, it's cheap, but I just, you know, I like it. And it's got a little handle. It's got little latches. Let me see how much I paid for that impact driver. Turn off my camera too, save that battery. Because I feel like I didn't pay a lot. My orders. I think I ordered it last year. Checking. Checking. With tax, I paid $130 for the mics. Don't tell me I bought it. Oh, here we go. Invoice? So the impact was $150. That was more than I thought. 144. Might have been a coupon on it. Let's check it now. Impact wrench. So this one, see, this one comes in a box too. A little bit expensive. This is the one here, $150. I don't need another impact though. Although I probably wouldn't get this one again because the chuck is not very good. Probably get something like this. This is the same brand. It says it's stronger, but whatever. I just want the box. Give me the box. Let me buy the box. All right. Enough messing around. Let's get ready for oh, I left you on webcam. I was like, what's going on? Damn it. You didn't see what I was shopping for. All right, let's get ready for the other one. So this is done. Don't need this box. Cardboard recycling day around here is always busy. I definitely want to do 100% want to do a case for all these things, and then I'll bring out, you know, the whatever case. Okay, 353, 383 for this guy. So I need to find some stuff to shine into it. So this guy is a good thing. This is a crappy little LED. That honestly I don't know what to do with. They'll probably end up in the landfill, which makes me sad. But you just kind of, oh, take that out. So there. Here's a question though. Am I going to be able to test it? Well, let's do the unboxing first, then we'll figure out what we're doing for testing. Got my cells. This Unity goes to the side. This goes to the side. All right. All right, let's turn on the camera. Zoom her in just a little bit. Once it's unboxed, then we'll figure out how to deal with the fact that it's, I may not be able to see the numbers. It is what it is. Microphones. Poor mics are going from charging to discharging to charging to discharging. Excuse me. All right, here goes. Taking a look at a tool that might be more relevant to YouTubers than anybody else, I decided to buy myself a light meter, and I wanted one that is inexpensive but from a brand I could trust. So Unity is always how I go about that. So let's take a look. This is the UT383 light meter. So box had a hard time on the way from China. This was right from AliExpress, links in the description. Okay, in bubble wrap. I will say, not very inflated bubble wrap. So there's the device. So it's got the little sensor up top. Very similar device to the 353. In fact, it's not quite the same case, but it's close. Maybe it is the same case. And that chrome rod coming out the top is kind of like this chrome rod coming up out the top. So it might be the exact same case. Has the same button layout too. You get a instruction pamphlet. All in Chinese. So you're going to need a translation of that if you're interested. And you get the device, so probably AAAs. Yeah, 3 AAAs. And, oh, it's got the little hole for a potentiometer there, but no potentiometer. That's interesting. So let's put our cells in. And let's see, so I've got quite a bit of lights on my bench, but let's take a look here. Power on. There we go. So 4664 lux, and I'm just going to try to cast a shadow from one of my lights. Yeah, that is definitely making a difference. Try to get that oriented there. My other one. That's good. I even didn't remember this, but I can control the above bench lights too. So that goes down and that gets shaded, but except you can't see it at home. So this is going to pose a little bit of a problem when it comes to recording this for you, but don't worry, I'll figure something out. Let's go get some stuff to test with this. I made a mistake. I should probably talk about the features. Turn this back on. Let's talk about the features. So hold. There we go. And then there's this BL, which I believe is Bluetooth. Some of these models have Bluetooth. This one is the inexpensive one. There's the min-max feature. So there's the max, there's the min, and then lux and FC. I don't know what FC means. I think the other unit of measurement is candelas or something like that. I'm going to put it down in the bottom of the frame there. But yeah, you've got the two different measurements. So yeah, let's figure out some stuff that we can fire into this globe. Foot candles. There we go. Thank you. I have 2 feet. So there we go. All right, so how are we going to film this? So I've got like flashlights and stuff. So first, let's take a look. So this is 4641. If I use this tiny little light, okay, so I can read. Oh, there's a times 10. Oh, that's cool. So I can read things as long as they're above my bench ambient. Okay, that's good. I thought these things would be too weak. And then again, I can then just use this to shine on my meter. I can put a little divider there or something. Oh, hold on. Maybe I've got an idea. I might be able to put this in a box and hide it. Not this box. Not this box. I used to have filament boxes with a little slot. Oh, here. Perfect. So if you look, my address isn't on this, is it? No. Okay. So hear me out here. We do that. So it has almost no lux, right? And we poke a hole through the top and we put our light source in there. I think that is a good way to go. I think we do that. So yeah, through this little hole, we just need to prop this up. We can probably use the box it came in. I swear it came in a box. Oh, here. So we use this. And then we just poke a hole in here. So like literally 0 lux. So as long as we cover the hole with whatever we're measuring. Does that fit on my frame? Maybe not. Hold on, let me move this to the side. A little bit scary. I have 60-volt wires here just hanging out. There we go. So that fits in frame now. Perfect. So yeah, we're going to poke a hole in here. Why not use the box it came in? Because I need to shoot light through it, right? So, like, if I do this, I think I like this solution better. All right, so roughly here. Like so. We're going to open up that hole a little bit. No, but I can feel it. Feel what? All right. Okay, so now there's a little bit of lux coming through here. Nice. Oh, I didn't put my thing to charge, whatever. All right, let's take a look here. So I think I solved the problem where you guys can now see the screen, but light sources won't be, bothered by my ambience. So I've got this little Dollarama light. It's a little spotlight. If I stick it on there, we get pretty much 0 lux, right? 2 lux, a little bit coming through there. There we go, pretty much 0 lux. Now, turn this on and put that on there, and now you guys can see 6,000 lux. So it's not perfect, but I think it works pretty well. You can line that up too. There we go. So if you're just taking relative lux measurements, this might work. Oh, it turned off because I was playing with it on my bench. Cool. Let's get some other light sources. Later, Franco. Thanks for being here. Maybe I'll even open this up a little bit more. Okay. All right, let's turn this off. I do have a flashlight somewheres. I usually keep it magnetically attached here. Where the heck did it go? Okay, this could take a couple minutes, so let's charge the mics while that happens. Stupid mics. Stupid me, more like, because I forgot to charge it. I didn't think it would need charging, but there we go. All right. So I have a couple little flashlights. I'll go get my work one if I need to. Actually, I'll get my work one because I know where it is. So I'll do that. Hopefully it's charged enough. I haven't been at work for a little bit because I had the week off. But worst to worst, we can charge it for a couple minutes. Oh, little headlamp. Can charge that too. So this is my work light. I love this thing, but I cracked it. Like, it's not very durable. So that is supposed to be like super bright. So that, I've got this little headlamp, which was a cheap AliExpress purchase, like so. But now I do have a flashlight. I'm gonna just plug in my work light because I might as well. I'm gonna need it at some point. Yeah. Plug. There we go. It is charging now. That company, Borowit, is a great little company. for doing little flashlights and stuff. No, no, no. Dang it, I've got too much junk over on the side there. Oh, here. There's a little, it's a little light. Tiny little flashlight. There we go. All right, so I think these three flashlights, so these two and my work one, will be enough. Really wish my work one showed me how much charge is in there. The only thing is I made the hole big now, so oh well. This is supposed to be waterproof too. This guy is, so by law in Canada, you need a flashlight on your boat. Doesn't matter if you go out at night or not, you need a flashlight on your boat. And I hate making sure that, you know, that my AA's are not corroded or whatever. So I bought this guy. It's like only a couple dollars, like literally $3 or something. And it has a lithium cell. And on the boat, I have a big 12-volt battery with a USB plug. So I could just charge this whenever I'm on the boat. So that's pretty nice. Don't have to think about it, which is the good part. As long as it works when the game wardens or Transport Canada inspect you, or actually any police can that's on the water inspect you, then you're good. That's all you need. Looks like this thing is almost fully charged. The box, that is, not the mics. Ooh, there's like an aluminum shaving on it. Interesting. So yeah, this is my being rebellious for, you know, complying to the rules, but not, you know, they sell you these flashlights, which are useless in these safety kits. They're like, they're horrible. They have a single 5mm LED. So this way, and they're expensive. This one is way stronger and way better, but it's small as well. I don't know where they are now, but I 3D printed, you need a whistle as well. And I 3D printed a whistle. So like those two together, it's just two tiny little things. And then you need a rope, which I have because my anchor rope counts. And you need a baler. So typically the container that these things go in is your baler. So pretty interesting. All right, so let's see. Turn on. Turn on. Let's see here. We'll focus down on there. That's good. Let's put on our microphones. I forgot that I had put tape over the headphone output because I didn't want to plug into the wrong port. Oh, like so. And then this mic like so. All right. Here we go. Here we go. So we're set up here. Yeah, we have sound there. I'm curious to see if, because my receiver is not charged. Let me show you where it's at. Where did my magnifying glass go? I literally used it today. Oh, there it is. Put it in the pile. Ugh. See that middle battery bar? That's the receiver. It's like half charged. It seems like the receiver takes a long time to charge. It may have a bigger battery in it than the transmitters. All right, let's try this. I just went around and grabbed a couple of flashlights that I can put inside the glory hole here. So here is my work flashlight, this Borowit unit. It's kind of an expensive unit. So if you see, it goes very dim. So at its dimmest, it's like 9,000 lux. Next step up. Oh, is that the brightest? Yeah. Brightest. It goes backwards. So let's go the brightest. So this is times 100. Oh my God, this is off the scale. That's off the charts. So if you'd want to test this, you'd have to back off because it's way too bright. Let's check one more down. Okay. So this is 7,000 times 10. So 70,000 lux. Next dim down. 35,000. And then about 9,000 lux. Obviously, it's very close to the sensor, but this is what we have for recording here. And then bright again, this will go off the charts. Oh, no. Seems like it wasn't well placed. There we go. Off the charts. So yeah, it's very sensitive to placement. But the crazy thing is, I wanted to show you there's actually a turbo mode, if I turn this off, that goes even brighter than that, which is press and hold. And that thing's also going to be off the charts. So we're going to have to figure out some way to move this back away and put this in a fixture, because I'd really like to know how bright the turbo mode is. So that's that one. This one here is a cheap AliExpress headlamp. So the sender headlamp here, it's very close again. So, you know, 88,000 lux because we're times 10. And then there's all these other settings where, see that so let's check what the outside one is. So it looks like the outside one, this one here, is much less bright. So let's check that one. Yeah, so 10,000 lux. So it's pretty cool to see, you know, which one is brighter. You can do this with your regular LEDs you use for projects as well. Also, I've got this tiny little flashlight. This one's, you know, a little bit small for the glory hole here, but let's try it anyway. So that's very dim. So that's 16,000 lux. A little bit brighter. 90,000 lux. A little bit brighter. That's OL. So that is quite bright. You know, probably maxing, getting close to maxing the exposure. And I don't know if this one has a turbo mode. Let's see. Yep, that's a turbo mode as well. So I'm gonna have to fixture this thing in a, you know, a box with a certain distance if we're gonna test the brightness of these things. I think that could be pretty fun. Might make a 3D print that barely fits, like fits tightly over the edges of these things, set them equidistant from there in a, you know, a dark tube or something, and then check its lux output. That would be awesome video. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I'm gonna have to put this away or else we're gonna lose it again. Just need to film an outro now, and then we can move on to more videos. So that's it. This is a cool little tool that you can get for very cheap. And I think it's very useful to have in your arsenal, especially if you do anything, you know, video-wise or testing-wise, right? If your whole thing is testing out flashlights and LEDs and stuff, you kind of need one of these to check the output. So yeah, I think for the price, it's worth having in your toolbox. It's just another tool that you can use for more information. Links in the description. There we go. All right, let's charge our mics. The transmitters are fine. It's the receiver I'm a little worried about. Wondering if it just isn't charging or if it just takes much, much longer. Frustrating. Oh, look, there's a little bit of flashing on there. So look where the contact is there. A little bit of plastic on the flashing. Hopefully well, it's got to make contact or else it wouldn't charge. But that's weird. A little bit of extra plastic. Oh, I scraped it away. So it was literally the tiniest little bit of flashing. I really wish that these muffs fit inside this box, but they don't. That's like the one negative of this thing. And now we're at 3 to 4 LEDs. So the box is almost charged, but it's just the receiver is taking a long time to charge. All right. This goes over here. My cells can go back in my bag of good cells. It's gonna be fun to see all the troll comments. Oh, my PCBWay orders have shipped. So, what's today? Today's the weekend. Okay. Here is some important news if you're into my content. Next week is my birthday. So I want to stream, but it seems like it's going to be a busy week. So I might stream Monday. And Monday might be like my early birthday stream. I would like to stream on my birthday, but I'm working the day before. And I have a hot date with a hot woman on the day after my birthday. So that means that it's going to be a little bit busy. So I might do Monday. I mean, if I can swing it, I'd like to do Monday and Friday stream. But I think for the moment, we're looking at Monday stream. So Monday stream, Tuesday work, Wednesday birthday, Thursday hot date with a hot woman, and then Friday maybe stream. But if I stream on Monday, it's because I'm gonna have to do the function gen video for sure. And also I'm looking for a solution. This thing is a little bit horrible to make a video for. I don't have a lot of Z space. So this is touching my lens there, but probably the closest focus is here. So I think I'm gonna design a bracket that goes on here that holds my smartphone in front of this so I can go around pointing it at things and get footage from it. I think that's what I'm going to do, because it's a little bit ridiculous right now trying to get footage off of this. It doesn't record. Really nice for it to record. So this and that, and those are my last two Unity videos to do. It's the hardest videos because I am not well versed in Unity, in signal gens. Like, hang on. I'm just, like, I'm not an engineer, right? So I can't explain to you, until yesterday, because I've been doing research, I can't explain to you why you'd want the UTG 1042X on top of the UTG 962, like the USB powered one. Now I know, but for what I'm doing, it's not worth the extra money. So I'll have to say that, like, I have to stay true to myself. I have to say that it's not worth the extra money to me. So that means that the review has no choice but to be very slightly negative, right? Not like negative, like, oh, you shouldn't buy this. But the truth is, I wouldn't buy it. I don't need it, right? For the things that I do, it's the other one. I love the other one. The other one's better for me. So yeah, that's the deal essentially. Or I'll have to be like, if you work in this, then you need that. But if not, just buy the cheaper one. And I hope that's not going to come off negative to Unity. What brand is this? Just says mini flashlight. That's it. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, also, a video that I was wondering how I was going to do, like what's the point, is I bought, literally when the AliExpress Choice system came on the market, I literally ordered, hang on, let me show you. Ugh. I ordered a buttload of just LED things. So like, here's a spotlight. Here's a light for a bicycle. This is actually nice. It's aluminum. It's still, yeah, it still has battery. So this is like a, oh, sorry about the flashing. So this is like a, for bicycles. Pretty nice. This is like a drop-in replacement for an H4 bulb, right? So you can have your high and low beams on your car. Pro tip, don't install these if you have daytime running lights on that use the high beam, because or else you'll just high beam everyone. You got these little lights, and I was like, what's the, like, I bought these for a curiosity, but like, what's the point? What's the video? And so the interesting thing is now I can take measurements. I can measure the lux. Here's another spotlight. Is this metal? I believe this is plastic. Yeah, that's plastic. So they've got fake heat sinks on this, and there's some, there's you know, there's a shitty mounting bracket which fouls on the cord. Like, these are like the cheapest of the cheap things, and I ordered them for fun. And I just want to have a play. I just want to mess around with LEDs. So that's going to be a video. Oh, look, a a yellow one, like a fog light. And look at how like short the cables they give you. Look how small the wires are. That's like barely 22 gauge. It's tiny. And again, heat sinks made of plastic. This is like, the lens is like packing material, like literally the plastic you get on like a blister pack, like just shittiest of the shit. And so yeah, I wanted to make a video. Maybe the video will turn out like, don't buy these AliExpress LEDs. So they may work, but like, how useful is this? You can see into this. And so yeah, I want to tear them apart. We're going to take a look at them. The chrome is all crap on them. So that is essentially what we're going to be doing. We're going to be just testing these things. I think the only thing that ended up nice is this bike light. I don't know if it's waterproof. It's USB chargeable, so there's use to it. This molding looks like it comes off. It's got an Allen screw, and it is bright. Then there's the flashing. So, yeah, I was hoping that these things would work for trailer lights. But why is there 4 wires? What is going on? VSET 12, enter. So let's see. So there's one. Let's plug. Okay, amber. That's yellow. Oh, red on the outside. That's so dim, like nobody will ever see that. And then that's brighter red. That's like brake lights. So this would be turn signal. Turn signal would be like that. And then brake lights would be here. But that, like, it's so dim, it's not visible. Like, they're made to be scooter lights, but I wouldn't use this on a scooter. That's like insane. So, yeah. Not great. I wouldn't use these for anything. And these like motorcycle lights, like these are probably, I can probably think of things that'll be dimmer, but like that's not bright. This bicycle light is brighter, so yeah. Interesting. So that'll be a video, and then what do I do with them after? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but definitely not like super useful things. And I also have something else I'm preparing for. Oh my God, this weighs a ton. Did I have all this weight on my frickin' shelf? Jesus. Ugh. Oh my God. This thing really does weigh a ton. I have this as well. I have went around and ordered a ton of USB-C cables. One, because I need them, so there's that. But two, so that we can determine if you're gonna buy USB-C cables, which ones should you order if you want anything good. So I got a couple brands here. So Isager, Rokoren. Here's a ViewSonic. Here's another Isager. They might be all different wattages. Yeah, this is shorter. This one's 100 watt. This one's 50, but it's longer. Top K, Tukey. So essentially, I want to measure their voltage drop. Oh yeah, and these were sent, like, this was an order I got scammed on. So these are like scam ones, but they have, look, they have this interesting mechanism. See that? They have a PCB and a wiper that goes across. This looks horrible. I want to take one of these to bits. But they have such a thick insulation. It's like very thick. But anyways, I want to test the capabilities of them. So this is all stuff that, so see, USB-C video. So that's all stuff I want to test together. And we'll get like a, we'll pick up data, and then we'll make that work. So yeah, this is from the LED video. Forgot about this. Okay, thankfully I didn't put it at the bottom. So this is all stuff that I've been planning but haven't done yet. So needless to say, we've got way more stuff to do than I have time to do. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. Time is it? I think it's 10:30. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the rest of my stream time today and I'm gonna start editing some videos, because I went through my list and I saw that we did film a bunch of videos together that I did not edit yet. So I think in order to get that going, I'm gonna end the stream here. But thank you so much for being here at 2 p.m. So that is in 30, 12, 30, 1:30, 3.5 hours or so. My wife's going to be streaming twitch.tv/Veroac. So if you want to see her play Fallout and pretty much murder everyone that lives in every town, you guys can join that stream and I'll be in the chat. Thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.